So in this section, we're going to say what's called an ellipse. You probably kind of think it looks like an oval, but we don't call it an oval. It is an ellipse. So just remember that throughout this, you don't need to, you can take notes, jot notes down. It doesn't have to be, typed out printed. It's easier for me to have the pictures drawn. So what an ellipse is, so an ellipse, good grief. Okay, what an ellipse is, it's a set of all points P, so all these points that are on this ellipse down here on the lower left, such that the sum of the distances between P, a point, and two fixed points are called what we call the foci. And we're not going to hit a ton on this, but just later sections, this section we just kind of need to know the basics of your ellipse. So we have an ellipse that has a horizontal major axis, this one on the left. Notice that the horizontal axis here is longer than this vertical axis. So the ellipse on the left has a major horizontal axis. The one on the right, notice this vertical axis is much longer than the horizontal. So this one is an ellipse with a vertical major axis. So the major axis is the longer axis. The minor axis is the one that's shorter. So when you look down here in this paragraph, we'll kind of fill this in and we'll go back and look at this picture. So we have what's called the line through the foci intersects the ellipse at two vertices, okay? So you have what we call vertices, and then you have what you have called covertices. So this axis joins the vertices. The midpoint is the ellipse's center. So the center is in the middle of that axis. The line perpendicular to the major axis at the center intersects the ellipse at two covertices. Okay, and we're going to go up and label those pictures here in a second. So I think these words will make more sense when you get the visual. And they're joined by what's called the minor axis. So ellipses have a horizontal or a vertical major axis, and then they have the minor axis. So if we go back up and look at this picture, we can see that this point in the middle here, this is the center, okay? So the center is in the middle, okay? This point here on the right, this point here on the left. Since it has a major horizontal axis, these 2 points are called vertices. So this is a vertices, singular, and this is a vertice right here. The covertices lie on the minor axis. So this right here is a covertice, and then this here is also a covertice. So when you list these on your practice that you're going to have to list the order pairs. And we'll practice also. If you look at the ellipse on the right, these 2 points are the vertices. Here's your center. So let's go over here and label this as center too. And then you have the covertices are on the left and the right. Okay, so covertices are on the minor axis, the shorter axis, and vertices are on the major axis, or the longer axis. We're not going to hit too hard on it in this section, but we'll have what's called the foci. The foci is on the major axis, and we'll figure out how to find that distance. And then also over here, the foci is on the major axis. But for this section, we're just concentrating on center, vertices, and covertices. Okay, so looking at these pictures of our ellipse, we're going to have to identify what's the center, what are its vertices, and what are its covertices. So the center in this ellipse is this point right here. So that would be the ordered pair of 0, -4. Your vertices, remember there's always two of them, the vertices are on the longer axis, and you may actually have to count the distance and figure out how long it is. We can tell that this is the major axis, so the vertices would be 0, 1, and 0, -9. The covertices would be these two. So that was on the shorter axis, so -3, -4, and we'd have 3, -4. Okay, this one, we want to identify the center, so the center is right here. So your center is the point of 8, -7. Your vertices are on the longer axis, so maybe you need to count. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4. You probably could tell that, but so the vertices are 8, -4, and 8, -10. And then your covertices are 6, -7, and 10, -7. So notice that you'll have either the x's will be the same or the y's, depending on if it's vertices or the covertices. Okay, let's try. I think I have one more. A couple more. Okay, so the center of this one is 0, 0. Okay, it looks like this would be the vertices because this axis has a length of 10. So your vertices will be 0, 5, and 0, -5. And then your covertices are -4, 0, and 4, 0. Last one, your center is 0, 0. Okay, so it looks like we have a distance of 12 and then a distance of 16. So here's your vertices. So your vertices are -8, 0, and 8, 0. And your covertices are 0, 6, and 0, -6. So remember, when you're doing your IXL, if you get a SMART score of 80, you may stop. Once you get to the 80, you'll have some material in there that we haven't covered. So make sure when you get to the SMART score of 80, you stop and you'll get your full points.